Hi friends, this is Melouche from State 554. I usually don't record my Oblivion battles because I'm playing multiple bases. I did this time, so enjoy this special video. I'll speed up the boring moments and comment a bit on strategy. I hope you learn something watching, or at least that you find it entertaining. In any case, please leave a comment if you made it until here, and I leave you now with a recording of the battle. Enjoy. When the Oblivion Battle started, I immediately sent my best APC in the outpost and command center. I target those next to the enemy HQ with my strongest APC. Because they will send their APC too, and I want to be able to beat them. If you are not a full team in Oblivion, you would want to send also some APC gathering, or if you have weak APC, you send those APCs gathering or building the watchtowers. So here I was a bit struggling because I wanted to optimize the space we can occupy with our double row of watchtowers. So the watchtowers can actually connect by the corner, but the game is a bit struggling with that. So you have to select the exact right spot where you place your watchtower for it to work, and yeah, it's not easy to place. But I try my best. So here we see that we actually are the first one who made the watchtower, so we have a little advantage, and it's thanks to also who send an APC to build the watchtowers. And again, I have it hard to place the second watchtower to have a double row. The double row avoid being disconnected if the enemy attack a watchtower in the back. We count on the whole Air 4 team to build the watchtowers, to make the double row, but also to make a path of watchtowers to the rocket repair shop on the side where there is the armory on the way. After 5 minutes, new buildings open, the rocket repair shop, the hospitals and the armories, and I try to be first to occupy the buildings because that's a way to get more points. But here I'm going for the armory, but the priority should be on the rocket repair shop. I just really wanted the points and not too much competitions. When you are a small team in Oblivion, let's say 10 to 15 members, you get a more friendly matchmaking because the MMR, so matchmaking ratio, is the sum of all the MMR of the selected people. So if you selected 15 people, for instance, your MMR is the sum of all those 15 people's MMR. While you will get matched with an alliance that selected 20 to 30 members, and the sum of all those members is the same MMR, so you will have more stronger bases in Oblivion. So that's something to play with as a matchmaking ratio, but you end up with not enough people gathering and building watchtowers because your APCs are required everywhere, and the durability is a really great resource in Oblivion. For first occupations as well as for getting the key, being first is crucial, so watch well all those timers. If defending the relays is not gonna be an issue, you can use all this time people are focused on the key transportation to occupy other buildings and regain an advantage on the map. Our opponent was very focused on the watchtowers. In that case, building and reinforcing the watchtowers, it doesn't only help to rebuild the double link of watchtowers, but of course you get personal points for building the watchtowers, but also personal points because you are simply killing lots of troops by reinforcing the watchtowers. As blue team, we were going to the rocket repair shop through the armory in south. This is going to give a huge advantage in march time once we can teleport right next to the armory and right next to the rocket repair shop. So yeah, your blue team, you go to the south rocket repair shop. Your red team, you go to the north rocket repair shop.
Hello nice people, kembali lagi bersama saya, FwB VS ViK.
Don't be greedy for points. Once you reached 10,000 points, you won't get a better reward by getting more kills, more keys, more occupation. So make sure you leave the juicy points to those who are not yet to 10,000 points, or for who it's harder to grind points because of weaker APCs or whatever the reason. Making tons of watchtowers could be a strategy to avoid that the enemy advance. Like even if they destroy one, there are other buildings, so they still can't place watchtowers closer to us. It also can be a strategy to have some points where the weaker players can make points, because building watchtowers make personal points if they are sure to lose the Oblivion Battle. This could be a decent strategy. Also here, if you are obviously overwhelmed by your enemy, I would advise more like to focus on attacking gatherers, as your opponent will probably send weaker APC to gather, and this will be easy kills. To attack bases, obviously. Simply, if you are losing, that means that probably your enemy owns lots of stuff on the map, and some might be unattended. So just send all your APC on an outpost or command center, the kind of things that are less watched, or hospitals. Those are the less important buildings, so they are likely not to be very reinforced. But here they build lots of watchtowers, and it's also an okay strategy, I guess, if the players are kind of weak and can't fight to get their personal points, it's a way they will be able to get points. Remember to sometimes check your reinforcement in buildings, because if your APC is kind of empty, it's better to recall to refill and then to resend to reinforce. Otherwise, not only you are going to be beaten, so opponent will gain occupation points, but also you are going to be beaten, so they get more kill points.
Kembali lagi bersama saya, FwB VS ViK.
Tolongin, Cak, ketinggian nih. Tolongin, Cak, ketinggian nih.
To heal your troops, you can click on your base and heal, and you can use healing speed ups or normal speed ups or even diamonds. When a watchtower is building, it's surrounded by a dotted line. We can't teleport in the dotted line, but the enemy cannot either build a watchtower in this area. So when you destroy a watchtower, build as fast as possible a new watchtower in its place to prevent the enemy from advancing. Target weaker bases, target gatherers, because unbalanced fights on your favor are just an amazing way to make a ton of points. When you kinda own the map, a good way to find where to have the good fight is to check the enemy HQ and follow the ABC line of the top of their players. By following an APC line and checking the reinforcement of a building, I can see where I'm needed, but I actually don't really need to arrive before the enemy APC. If I arrive after, I will get points for occupation, so maybe it's kinda good. Last key allowed another player to reach 10,000 points, and I really recommend to leaders to be mindful of this and to bring as many people to 10,000 points as possible instead of encouraging the top ones to go always higher. The amount of points is limited. We have to share. Reinforcing is a good way to get points, but just be mindful not to take the points of someone who was strong enough to defend themselves and needed the points to reach 10,000. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this was entertaining and useful. I also want to thank the sponsor of this video, FwB App Gallery. They regularly send me some promotion to get cheaper packs. Using it is simple. Download FwB App Gallery if it's not already done, using the link in the description of the video. Download Last Shelter Survival through FwB App Gallery. Do the tutorial. Add your account. Check out the promotions in the FwB App Gallery application. If anything interests you, go back to the game and buy the packs you need. If you require any help, leave a message in the comment section and I'll help you getting all set up. Until next video, keep playing smart and upgrade T1 to T9 instead of making T9 directly. Okay, bye!